Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Upload Labs 2.0. We are in the 2.0 update, and I've been letting this run for a while. But before we get into this any deeper, do me a favor, scroll down real quick, hit that subscribe button. Helps out the channel and motivates me to keep making more content. So with that out of the way, let's hop right into this. So first things first, I think we need to run our rest time. Let's just knock that out. 5x speed. God, I love that. So quite a bit saved up. Like I mentioned, I wasn't going to unlock anything, right, when I let these run in between episodes, but I will let it kind of accumulate and do a little bit of this. So what all have we done, right? So we've actually run out of research. That's kind of crazy. So we'll need to get this going. Kind of paid off for us though, if I do say so myself. I'm also dual running our hacking kind of setup here, right? So we are producing corporation data. We are getting a little bit of a hack experience. Not a lot though. We need a lot to level up, but we are level 10 now. So pretty good, like enough to run this. Obviously not at max threat. We could probably, I think we can do this at level 6 if we focus this, and we can probably get this one up higher if we focus it also. But you know, we just don't have the power for it yet. But we're getting that currency, and we're gonna unlock some stuff there. Crypto, crypto's doing. I might have hit an upgrade in the GPU cluster a little bit. I don't remember. But since we're here and since we're maxed out, we're gonna get 31 trillion. Pretty good there. And things up here are kind of doing fine. I did go ahead and get both network nodes up to the same level just because it made sense to me. I think I also did upgrade these. They're both at level 10, the data labs. So everything is about as good as it can be. I think for now, though, let's take these. And I want to split them into this. And then we need a little clock speed. So we can take this, right? So you're feeding that, you're feeding those, you're just being sold. Let's take from this and upload that, right? So those are actually moving pretty quick. Like, holy crap. 490 per second. Pretty good. Okay. Let's take a look at what upgrades we have available, right? So video download, I don't even, we did get videos going. I just don't have them hooked up to the, I have them downloading. I don't have them hooked up to the clocks yet. Okay. So that's something we need to do. We need to get videos going. We can increase video value. That's pretty good. But I think, well, let's go through everything before we make any rash decisions, right? In here, I don't really know what I want to. The thread and download managers, like these guys right here, look interesting. And I'll say, if things progress the way they did before the 2.0 update, we should be able to generate these to an extent, right? So that's kind of nice. It's not unlimited by any stretch if it works how I remember. Perks, reducing costs, that's cool. 5%, I mean, that's not nothing, you know. Let's see. We can make the random token spawns do 6. All this other stuff. Extensive research, maybe. Ooh, oh, this is the one I was looking for. Network duality, network node limits, right? These are the network nodes. Getting that up to presumably 4, that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Boost, we don't care. Services, we're not going to do yet. Okay. And this is just requests, which we're not worried about yet. Okay. So let's go through the hacking interface. Now, there's a little bit more here. And we have 10 hack points. So I'm trying to decide what's best. To me, spoil seems like a no-brainer. It doubles the rewards for the breaches. And I believe both of these things count as breaches, which means in theory we're getting double the experience and double that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. I mean, it's still not a lot, but look, it's actually like going up a little. Okay, that's cool. 409. or 14. I don't even know how much we're getting per second, but that's fine. Okay. And then this thing right here, I don't know the difference between breach speed. Maybe, oh, that's this right here. 1 per second. Oh, okay. I'm discovering things as we're doing this. So giving myself 6 seconds per breach, right? I think it's like 5-second limit now. That could allow us to get into higher threats with a lower payload damage. We could increase the payload damage. I don't know. I'm thinking I might want to just chill on these for now. If you guys have any ideas, let me know down below on the best way to do this. But I think for now, we're just going to hold off for a little bit. In here, though, I think it's stupid to not get some of this stuff. Okay. So I want to get some blackmail. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to like use whatever we can. Okay. So we should be getting more money and reducing prices, right? So it's like a win-win. Cool. Okay, let's look at the labs area because we have 3.5 million research points right now. Ethereum mining, okay, we can do this. I mean, we can do this. It's not an issue. I'm just wondering if the automated crypto seller would be worth waiting for. I don't know. I want to look at the options and then make a decision because I don't want to be hasty with this. Final operation. Okay, this is relatively cheap. And the compressor and enhancer, which means we can get even more money. I feel like that's a no-brainer. I know I just said we were going to look at all the options, but I lied. I lied to myself. 40 million, can't afford. Infection damage. Okay. So building infection damage is something we can do. That is 2 million. So that's 60% of the points we have. Government breach we can also unlock. Interesting. Coding we can't afford. Overclocking we can't afford. Modular hardware we can't afford. Okay, so a lot less option than I thought. Torrents? That's billions. Okay, looks like we can get Ethereum. So let's do that. Yeah, we couldn't even unlock this stuff. Not yet, though. So we'll do Ethereum and infection damage for new nodes. Okay. I think that's a good start. So let's look at what we unlocked. Let's start with the hacking stuff, I guess. So different skills. So build infection. Okay, let's move this over. We're gonna move this breach over. We're gonna move this breach over. What do we have here? So you'll notice there's a second area for these guys, right? So let's see how this works. If I just split my hack power, does anything change? They're both still green. Okay. Let me increase this threat and see if that's still green. What about this one? Okay, that's red. Okay, so we have to stay at level 5 for this, but we can get a little bit more corporate data. I think well, let's try another one. Let's see. Okay. So still not enough. All right. I guess it's just a different way of doing it. What if I do this? Like no more breach damage. Or launch payload, right? Okay. So you notice how there's a little bit more. The payload is bursty, and this one is more, let's say, I don't know, smooth, right? Can I increase the threat on either side? No. No. Okay, that's fine. I guess let's just do this. I don't really know why you'd pick one or the other. But we'll just leave it as is. Well, we'll go back down to 5 because obviously we can't do that. We'll just let that do its thing. I don't see a reason not to. We have 2.68 million in here. I think we can kind of just let that go. No real reason to keep running that. We're building up our research fairly quick. So I think we're good there. Okay. Now I know we should have got some new nodes, right? processes. Read downloader. Okay, we did the read downloader. Mergers. Okay. What is this? Synchronizer. Compressor. Enhancer. Okay. Let's come into here and look at our text files here. Compressor. Enhancer. Okay, so let's see. Let's read the tooltips here because I don't 100% remember what these do. Compresses files for 2 times less size and improves files for 2 times more value at the cost of 2 times more size. So it feels like if you enhance and then compress, you get twice the value at the same size, right? Because if you're reducing something by a half and then multiplying by 2, is that not just like keeping it the same size? That's how it seems to me. So what we're going to do, we're going to hook you up to the compressor. We're going to do that, and we'll put that back in. I don't know what kind of money we're making, but let's just do this. Let's see. Wasted effort. I don't know what that achievement is. Compress an enhanced file or vice versa. Cool. I mean, I'll take the points. You know, I could see, especially like compressing a file. Maybe you throw this into video, right? But what kind? Okay, so this is 498. I mean, it makes sense to me. You know what I want to do though? While we're here, let's get some compressed files going. 100K, like this should be over real quick. And then once we're good on this, I'm going to take the compress, I'm going to do the enhanced. Text files go super quick. And if you look here, you'll see we have, you know, the compressed files and the enhanced files as a new request. So obviously 60 points. Why am I not going to do that? You know, and it's going pretty quick. Like we've got our network nodes upgraded enough. In fact, I'm just going to hit them all with at least one more. Okay, so we got the compressed ones. Now let's get the enhanced ones. Same thing, 100K. They're so small, it's going to go super quick. Easy money. And then when this is done, we'll get 60 points, and maybe we can even look at unlocking some stuff. I don't know. Crypto miner? I don't know. Maybe we'll, you know, while that's, I mean, it's so close to being done. Re-download folder. Okay, I might as well just put the nodes up here while we're waiting, right? Because we're going to do the same thing here. Yep. We don't even need that anymore. So compressor. I want another enhancer. Like that. We're going to undo that. Boom, boom. And then we're just going to take that clock. Put you back up here. And then you're going to get that upload, and we're going to do that number. So this should take a little bit longer, right? These files are a little bit bigger, you know? I mean, I think this will take less time than the enhanced files because this gets them back to normal size. But 20,000 cycles. Oh, yeah, you can see. So 70. So this does do them twice as fast, right? 36.8 per second. This is 73. This is roughly twice that. Blah, 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 right? So the math in this game is so interesting. I wish I took the time to understand it all better and maybe actually like plan it all out. I don't know. Let's unlock this. So boom, we're done with that. We're going to get these going. It's going to be a whole thing and we're going to love it. What? Okay. Limiter. Download and upload to be split in different ratios. I don't know why you'd want that. I mean, I guess I did kind of talk about this earlier, right? I don't remember if this is the thing that we want or if this is the thing we want. Because download upload speed, I imagine. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to unlock it and kind of just feel it out, you know? but this is going to take a little bit. We're going to want to do this up here. I mean, I might as well get this set up with everything, right? Put you up here. I like aligning it with the bottom. And we want enhancer. And I think you have a different clock. We'll just put the other clock in there. Do boom, boom, boom. You know, I want to see how much per minute. 160 billion per minute. I mean, we're at 450 billion per second. Excuse me. That's a lot. We're almost back to 1 million here, so that's nice. I wonder... I don't think you can make this go any faster, honestly. Let's sell our crypto while it's at max value. Our Bitcoin, we're just waiting for it to get all the way up to sell. Oh, did I get... Actually, did I get... what is it? Litecoin, Bitcoin, Tether, Ethereum. There is another one. I wish I had another core. This is a quarter of this, I think. How do I want to do this? This is giving me 51.7 billion per second. So this is 1/9 of my total revenue. And if I split it, I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? We'll just get another crypto seller. Maybe I'll yeah, I think it's worth having the like in half the amount of money I have to get the cores upgraded a little bit. I'm surprised. Litecoin seems to, well, I mean, this is still double the amount of Bitcoin, and it's the most volatile of all of them. You can see it goes up to 500%. So it's like least to most volatile. So it's kind of cool. But we can add eventually like a ton of, like, look at all these GPUs, you know? So not too concerned with that. And again, there is always the option. I think it's in here, the automated crypto seller. I've used this before in the old updates, and you can just literally set like a, oh yeah, sell it at 200, sell it at 300, sell it at 500. And then you just like scrap these and then you don't have to worry about it. Or, you know, sell it at 290 or whatever, 190, whatever you want. And I think it's to me, it makes sense to get that, right? Like, why would you not? You know? Make sure we get all of those when we can. Let's get, you know what? Let's get a little bit more speed up in here. Just makes me feel better. 780 billion per second. That's pretty good. Okay. We need, oh, wait. We need to start getting video going. You know what? We got enough points here. Let's get a little bit more money. 937. Where was it? Perks? Yeah, here we go. 300. I'm debating on whether or not I want this to be the next one, because I'm envisioning a world where, like, maybe this network does images and text only, like download, upload. This one does sounds, and we have a dedicated one for video. Because even though I have the video hooked up with everything but clock, it's going to go so slow. You know? In fact, I should probably just get it fully set up. Because why not? Right? We take that out. We go here. We go here. We go back to there. But it's just like I need 4 clock. And is there another... I mean, I could get another core. Is there another processor node that I can get? I mean, I know, so we already saw like network node limit. Oh, you know what? That's probably what, where is that? One of them lets you do GPU speed as clock speed. That's probably what, is that like in here? That's probably what that's for, honestly. 500K, I'm just going to get that. We're just going to do that. Bank breach, 7 million. Trojans, 270K. We're going to get that. Just kidding. I don't have 200. Wait, yes I do. Oh no, what is this? Oh, this is a different currency. Okay. Let's go back to let's go back to hacking. You know what? When I get 950 trillion, I'm going to get another core and use it for specifically video. Let's sell that. 709 trillion, that's worth it. That's worth it. You know, it's funny. I'm saying this like I don't have just clock speed being sold. Let's at least get this flowing, you know. Like 1.43 trillion. That's what we're doing it for. But look at the speed. It's so slow. And I think right now this is just split between these two, right? Yeah. Right? So I have functionally I have this separated between all of the stuff here, right? All of the text and images have their own, or they have a dedicated network node. And then the sound, but the sound and the video have one too, and they're arguably bigger. I mean, maybe it makes sense to put like video and text together because they're relatively small, or like the smallest with the biggest and then the two middle ones together. Like maybe that would kind of shake itself out, but I don't know. I don't know. We're just kind of have to wait here. Okay, so we were talking like this. Data lab, you're supposed to be in the node group. We'll just kind of move you off to the side because I might want to expand this. Let's move you over. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have breach government. So again, same thing. It's got two payload or infection vectors and an output. And this is another type of currency, it looks like. So I'm going to reduce, and we're just going to hook up everything and see how that works. Is that even enough? Yes. Okay. So we got new currency. And we are like really pushing ourselves to the limit here and really stymieing the amount of experience we're getting. So, I mean, I don't know. On some level, it's worth me, like when I'm just grinding out stuff in between episodes, I might just leave it on the hacking experience one so we can get our hack interface level up. But we're getting government intel points. Oh, in fact, was that not what that needed? Yeah, so this is 270,000 government intel. This is regular research. Okay. What is this? Regular research. Breach skills is regular research. Okay. So what can we use this new currency on? Because you know it's going to be in here. Multiplicatively increase research gain by 20%. Okay. That'd be crazy not to get. I'm just going to do that. Multiplicatively reduces government defense layers. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, they went down. They went from 320 to 288. Can I increase my threat? What do you think? Ooh, I don't think so. Oh, we barely got that. Okay. Cool. Okay. So, so you can do the government getting you corporate sabotage and the corporate money getting you, where is it? Oh, maybe that was a one-time thing. Oh, no, here you go. So the government can reduce corporate and the corporate can reduce government. Excellent. Okay, so when we get to 100, we'll do this. And then, well, that's probably going to go up to 2 million again also. But we're so close. How much are we getting? 89, 97. So we're getting 8 at this level. All right. So these are at what? 128,512. Let's see when it refreshes. 115. Okay. Nice. That's what we want to see. Can we increase our threat level? It's gonna be close. Oh, we can. Okay, cool. You want to be at the highest threat level that you can just like barely get, because then that means that you're basically getting the most amount possible, right? Obviously, you can just grind one of these. In fact, I want to move these in a little bit. You can just grind one to really like push the threat level, but you know, you're going to get to the point where you can't really like do much. Did we get anything else in the hacking? I don't remember. Just infection and payloads. I don't know why. You can have obviously like multiples of these. I don't know what the point is though. Right? Because you can split your output. Right? So like, I guess in theory, you could just have like one dedicated to here. And then you have two more of these dedicated there, two more dedicated there. I feel like it's just different, you know, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Right? Like, I guess like you can do it. It is a thing, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me why somebody would want to do that. You know? Just doesn't, like, I don't know. There's probably reasons, but let's get this achievement because I want anonymous corporations and government in under 1 second. Okay. Ooh, banks. That's cool. Schematic. Create a schematic. How does one create a schematic? There's also like so many things that I'm not using, you know? Like upload mergers. But like, why would you combine multiple uploads? Maybe if I want to take half of each and just like slam it into this. Although it's keeping up. Like that number is not getting too high. And that's kind of what you want to see, right? You want everything to be processing kind of like as much as it can. God, the way these things go is like so funny. The way the wires go. Also, unrelated, but related to this game. Kind of a tangent. I saw that this game, it supports modding now. And I haven't looked at any of the mods, but like some of them kind of pop up in the Steam feed. So maybe that's something I'll do also, just kind of, because I don't even know what modding in this game looks like, you know? Like what, I feel like there's still so much to go, and we're not really ready for mods, kind of, because we're you know, there's still like so much going on, but something interesting. I thought I'd share that because who knows, right? Who knows where that'll turn out for us. Have we got any videos yet? We got 9. Of course, I'm not. Okay, well, that's just, I'm just like doing this wrong. Checksum verifier. What is going on here? I want those to go in there. Okay. These here. These also here. This goes to the compressor. The enhanced stuff goes to the uploader. Okay. That's correct now. Slowly but surely. Okay. I don't know why that was so difficult. Why did I not get that in the first place? Oh, like this isn't even connected either. Jeez, what am I doing? Am I just like screwing everything up? Yeah. Why am I not? Is every single re-downloader not going anywhere? What the hell am I? I must have just messed this all up when I was doing these. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, I mean, just to make things consistent, right? But that's still, okay. So that's doing its thing. What the heck? What was I doing? I'm not even doing it over here. Okay, we want you to go in there. And you to go in there. 821 billion. So you're there, you're there. You're the uploader. So you're fine. You're the same thing. Down there. There. You go back there. And you should be the same thing. Right? You go into compressor, compressor, enhancer, enhancer to uploader. Okay. We're back to 1 trillion. And I think the only reason we're having an issue is because this is siphoning off some of these images. But it just takes forever. Can you imagine, too, 100,000 enhanced, compressed videos right now with like our speeds? Crazy. But I'm going to kind of juice this one up a little bit. I know. It's kind of a lot, but I want these guys to go faster because these are where a lot of the money's coming from. Increase research speed by 10%. Or increase research gained. I mean, why would I not want speed? Speed looks like more of a finite resource. So let's see. 102.4. 112. Okay, I mean, we're almost back at 1 million. Which, that's pretty good. I know we need like 7, 8 million. You know? But that's pretty good speed. Anything in here? See, there's more stuff. I don't know how you generate hack points. Is there something in here? Breach. Build up and send a payload damage using hack power. Blah, blah, blah. Progression. Okay, leveling up. Hack points. Leveling up also rewards you with hack points. Okay. See? Sometimes you just need to read. Bank breaching. Okay, so bank breaching is where you get the tokens. And the threat level for the bank. That's right. So there will be one more, right? When we get in here, we have bank breaching. Where we need 7 million research. That'll give us a whole nother node, bank breach. But the reward is tokens. And unlike these where you can manipulate the threat level, I think once you have a successful breach, you get the reward and it moves up to the next level. So like if you can't get it, you're just stuck until you can get it. Kind of crazy, honestly. We are so close to having 300. And at 300, we're going to get what? Did we ever determine? I can make videos more. I mean, this is like not a lot. Let's get a little bit more from crypto. I mean, why not, right? We have hundreds of trillions. Download manager, automated crypto seller, another data lab node, another network node. It's very hard for me to like choose, you know? I don't know which one's the best. And I don't remember how much the reward is for the bank breaching, you know? Oh, so close. 5 more. My heart tells me that I want another network node because that just like seems cool. But hold on. I've been neglecting to look for something. Where is the thing? It's this. I've already had it. GPU to clock speed. Okay. Eventually, I think we're going to need this. Because if you look, this is 49.2 megahertz at 14. 49.2. So it's already faster than these clock speeds. You know? And then the question is, like, do I dedicate one clock speed per, like, node group? So, like, file type? Or do I Do I dedicate a clock per node? Like, do I have all the downloaders using one download speed? I don't know. I don't know what the best way to do this is. And I haven't like consumed enough of this content to make like an informed decision on what the best thing is. So if you have an idea, let me know. Because I'm all ears. I'm open. I'm open to learning. Let's go back here. Okay, anything? So more research. I feel like this is always, but this is like an open-ended. You know what I mean? Like you can almost do this as much as you want. So it might be worth, oh, that's 800K though. And we're getting 500. I don't know. 2,800,000. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing too much here in the short term. Honestly, guys, I think this is probably a good spot to call it. We're kind of in that point where we need to like let it run and let it build up so we can unlock a lot more stuff and kind of progress. So I think I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, like these videos are doing better than I thought they would, but I think this game's genuinely interesting and it looks cool. You know, once you kind of have it all set up, I think it starts looking kind of cool, right? So yeah, thank you guys so much. We're going to leave it here and we'll see you in the next one.